Good morning, good morning, good morning from Los Angeles. Beautiful Pacific Palisades. A wonderful day. Why is it a wonderful day? Well, um, when stocks that you own move the right way, it's a wonderful day. Well, it's not everything in life. Not to be a downer, this picture doesn't exist in Pacific Palisades because it burned all down. This is a good friend of mine's house, and it burned. So there are more important things in life than stocks, markets, trading, all that good stuff. All right, welcome to Trading with Sergio, Thursday edition. Like I said, I'm going to do these for July, probably daily, if not at least 3 times a week. I was doing it Monday through Friday. On Monday, I was doing Trading with Sergio. Fridays, I was doing Power Hour, which Power Hour I'm going to do. Mondays, I'm going to do. But this week, I'm giving it a shot doing lives every morning at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. If I don't have anything else to do, I'll probably spend half hour, 45 minutes each day doing it. I don't mind it. It gives the subscribers a flavor of what's going on, especially in the trading account. Long-term account is doing great, so I'm not concerned. But on the short-term trading account, it hit an all-time equity high yesterday. I talked to my members about that. I talk to regular subscribers quite often about that. All I care is about scoreboard. I don't care what happens to each individual position because I size correctly and I risk manage correctly. So trying to pull a green day today. We'll see what happens. I'll go to the positions in a minute. Let's see. There are people in my members group. So members group is really a special group. It's becoming a special group. Thank you for the support. Thank you for buying me for a Big Mac. I appreciate it. Why is it a Big Mac? Because a Big Mac is about $10, and that's what the membership is at the moment. At the moment, I said. But no, I'm enjoying doing it. Not for $10 is what is that? Like I said, you can even buy a Big Mac with that. But what I'm doing is, for example, yesterday we had a hour and a half members only live, which I do every Wednesday between 3 and 5 p.m. Pacific, depending on my schedule. But lately we've been doing it at 4:30 Pacific. I like doing those for the fact that I think it's a good value proposition for the people who are new or who want to step their game up and kind of look at what I'm looking at. And it was a good session. Talked a lot about technical analysis, talked about why I short when I short things, talked about MACD, divergences, bullish, bearish. It was good. It was a good session with examples, obviously. So when they do step into something, they don't, step into shit. Big news on the rare earth side this morning. The Pentagon actually is taking a piece of a company called MP something materials. I used to trade that stock, but it goes to show you guys what happens when news breaks out and stock goes up 50% overnight and the 20+% of that float is sold short. So I want to talk a little bit about selling short, why I do it, and I'll go through a couple of the shorts that I prematurely covered. Today would have been another 5K day just on the short side. I short things so I mentioned it many times before. I look at my account as a supermarket basket. You guys are going to say, like, Serge, what are you talking about? Well, I'm trying to make it as simple as possible. Obviously, a lot more goes into it, but to keep it simple, stupid method, to stick with that method. If I have 10 positions on, 2 could be short, 3 could be short, depending on where the market's trending, 6 could be short. Because when you do, you guys must understand something. You guys all experienced what happened in April. You were all around in April. But I've been through this for the last 30 years many, many times, okay? The dot-com bubble. You could have bought every dip and got hammered. 08 GFC, okay? You know, we've had mini ones in between, but we're talking about the major crashes. Pandemic, right? Last year, Japanese yen carry trade crisis. This year, the tariff musical chairs crisis, right? I hope you're noticing that the saying that my mentors on the desk hammered into me, I can hammer into you, which is stocks walk up the stairs and they take the express elevator down. There is no question about that. So when I see fit, I do short. And I'm not talking selling puts, selling calls, doing this. I can do synthetic, obviously, but I short actual physical shares. And you may just say, how do you do that? How do you sell something? The first question I get asked when I talk about shorting is, how do you sell something you don't have? Good question. The way you do it is you borrow from the broker that you're working with. And some stocks, there is massive, massive costs for that. So if you're going to do it, please, please be careful. Because the people who are lending you the shares, and if it's really not available to borrow, they will ask for some exorbitant amounts for you to be able to borrow their shares and sell short. It's just like a regular transaction. So in a regular transaction, we have two sides, which we all know. You buy first, you sell next. You buy hopefully at a lower price, you sell at a higher price. You close the transaction, we're done. There's a realized gain or a realized loss. That's that. On the shorting side, the way it works is you sell first, and then you buy back at a later date at a lower price, preferably, hopefully. However, shorting comes with unlimited risk. Okay? What is that? Well, you may say there's unlimited risk to the downside as well. Well, not necessarily. So if I have a $10 stock and I go short, all that can happen to that stock is go to zero. Now, in my 30 plus years, I have never seen anything trade below zero. Maybe it will happen. I'm being facetious. So if you short something at 10, you can only go to zero. If you short something at 10, you could go to 1,000,000. So the risks are immense. So when you are going to step up, put your big boy shoes on and short things, you have to do it. You have to do it sensibly. You have to do your research. You have to do all kinds of things before you step up and short something. So I frequently do short things, and I'm teaching my group how to do it. In fact, a couple of them did it better than me. So the idea is to give you all these tools, right? All these tools to add to your toolbox. And for each occasion, there's a tool. Now, shorting may be a tool that you use maybe once a month. Now, if the market tanks again, you guys will see my account. It'll be all short, literally all of it, everything. Maybe with a couple of long positions to hedge. On the upside market, I'll be, let's say, to keep balance, I'll either have index puts or I'll have a couple of short equities, but then I'll be long 7, 8 equities. And those 7, 8 are preferably ones that I think are going to outperform the market, and the shorts I think are going to underperform the market. Because you guys must understand something. There are many examples. For a year and a half, AMD was going down while the market was making new all-time highs. Nike, the same thing, right? For 3-4 years, Nike has been going down. Okay, while the market made 150 all-time highs. So if you're short Nike, you're in an underperforming stock that you're short, and then you're long other things that are outperforming. So that's how you increase your return overall. We all prefer obviously being in an outperforming stocks. Outperforming meaning if the market goes up 2%, your stock's going up 10%. For example, Robinhood, outperformer, Palantir, outperformer, all these flyers, right? Or, there are many. But what happens is that a lot of people get caught on a downdraft when things end, because there is also a saying my mentors hammered into me, is that trees don't grow to the sky. That's a fact. Everything stops at some point and then they get sold out. Now, that is the game I'm playing. And it's risky, but also the rewards are very high. And so over this past week, I was short 3 equities. I'm still short 1. And I was long a bunch of other equities. Well, the reason my trading account was hitting all-time highs is because my longs are doing well and my shorts are going down. It's rare that you can set up an account that literally everything you're doing is working, right? It's very rare. But if it does happen, that's wonderful. It's difficult. It's really difficult. But I try my best. So that's shorting for you guys. If you have questions, please put in the chat. I'll go through it later. Shorting is something that's necessary for everyone to understand, to comprehend, and to be able to execute when the time is right. You could have told me, well, Sergio, what if you shorted Palantir? I have shorted Palantir and I made money, and the group did too. But there's a time for it. You can't just go because you created some sort of personal bias. Oh, Palantir is expensive. Oh, Tesla is expensive. Oh, Hood is expensive. Of course it's expensive. Everything is expensive in the market. That means nothing, right? But there are times that you short. And literally, actually, you can make more money shorting faster than you can make money on the upside. Now, that's a given. That's because of the fact of stocks walk up the stairs and they take the express elevator down. How many examples I could put in front of you, right? What happened during the 20% market sell-off? What happened to Palantir, right? It goes from 130 to 60, get cut in half, but it took Palantir a year to go up 100%, but to go down 50%, it got cut in half in like a month and a half. That's the perfect example of, right, walking up the stairs and then taking the express elevator down. Same thing with Robinhood. They got up to 70 plus. That thing hit 30 in a blink of an eye, right? Yes, now it's back to 100. Fantastic. But what I'm saying is that there is a time to short. And, it depends on certain things. And then even if the market conditions are good, like I shorted 2 stocks and he's here, Doug is here. He tagged along. He actually made more money than I did. And he tagged along. And although market's making all-time highs, those 2 stocks that I shorted tanked. Because there is a reason for that. And not because they had bad news, not because it was this, not because it was going back to the trees don't grow to the sky attitude, right? So you find things that are going parabolic, you find things that are extremely stretched, you find things that are throwing bearish divergences, you find things that are obviously fundamentally extremely overpriced, but then now the technicals are kind of deteriorating under the surface, and you figure all this out and then you short it. And one I shorted is down another 15 points today, which I covered yesterday. And if you guys watched the live, you guys figured it out. It was Sezzle. Another one that Doug covered today, made a ton of money, is TSSI. So, but again, I don't want to get into it too much. You guys need to put that tool in your toolbox. It will become very valuable to you at some point. I'm not telling the market's tanking. I'm not telling you the rug pull is coming. I don't know. Market's doing what it's doing. So with that said, let's remind everyone, This month I'm going to try to do live streams every day at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. But once I stop doing that, every Monday it'll be trading with Sergio like it was before, and Power Hour on Fridays like it was before. Those are staying. The lives, obviously, for the members are staying. While I'm at it, if you do want to become a member, please click join. Email me, sergio@sergioavedian.com. I will email you the Telegram chat group link. So you get the live, obviously, every Wednesday. You get my trades live. None of it is trading financial advice. What I do is very risky. It works for me. It may not work for you. Another thing that the members may be experiencing is that if you want to mirror my returns, you need to do everything I'm doing. And it's not easy, or it's not possible, because account size, obviously, restrictions such as maybe Robinhood won't allow you to short stocks and things like that. So my setup is letting me do what I want to do when I want to do it. If you want your account to mirror my returns, if my account's up 80% and you only got 30%, is because you didn't do everything I do, and you didn't take the losses I took, and you didn't take the gains I took. Because my supermarket basket is always getting shuffled, right? But the members do get my trades live without it being trading or financial advice. I'll post them. You tag along, you tag along. You don't want to tag along, it's your call. You have to do your due diligence. I'm an okay fisherman. I'm not the best fisherman. And I do run hot and I do run cold, and I know when I'm running hot. But then the advantage of my group now, which I'm actually going to follow, is if we have 30 members, right? We have 30 sets of eyes, 30 brains. I may miss something because I do other things as well. But so do the member groups. But they do bring up ideas, which is wonderful. And we all know, goes from basketball, one or two people in the group will run a hot hand. So let's say I've been running a hot hand, tag along. Now Doug is running a hot hand. Well, we just listen to him and we tag along. This is true in trading. This happens all the time. When somebody's hot, you tag along. Like the basketball analogy would be, okay, Steph Curry misses like 10 threes in a row. Well, what does he do? He keeps shooting, right? But then we know there is a point that he's hot, right? He can chuck it from anywhere it's going in. Well, trading is like that. So, we're going to actually, I'm going to encourage all the members to listen to the person with a hot hand. And it rotates. There was a period a few months ago, one of my members, Zavan, had a super hot hand. Now it seems like Doug is having a hot hand. I had a hot hand for a couple of months now. So the point I'm trying to make is it's a wonderful group. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying teaching. I'm enjoying their questions. I'm enjoying all of the process so far. What else we got? Let's see. Yeah, that's about it. Angel Ruiz Alonso. Hello, everyone. Let's see. Traveler, hello. Traveler's always here with the two eyes. I'm watching you, Traveler. Luis here. Manny YP. Cool. Good morning. Doug, the man with the hot hand. And Fuego, as we call it. The youngster of the group, 0K Zone. Angel Ruiz, hello. How you doing? Yeah, it's a good group, and you guys have good questions, and I'm doing my best to answer it. If I don't know something, I will not bullshit you. I guarantee you that. I will say I have no clue, and there are things I don't know, I'm pretty sure. But look, the process of trading takes a while. Even if you know everything I know, you don't have my gut. I'm a gut trader. A lot of people ask me that, how do you make this decision so quickly? I go, one, I'm on autopilot. I've done it a million times before. All I have to do is just look at something, and then I go, yeah, it looks good. I don't have to. I look at all the Greeks. I look at all that stuff, but it's already ingrained in my head that I go like, do I have to look at the delta? Do I look at the gamma? Do I look at the Vanna? Do I look at charm? Do I look at it? Then it's paralysis over, through analysis. And then by the time I do it, whatever the underlying has already flown, and I'm like, what are we doing here, man? Like, for example, SoundHound is one of the stocks I really like. Okay, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But what I'm saying is that, like, I had my orders in, stock dipped, they all got executed, almost a full position now. And now we see what happens. But you have an idea, you have a setup, you have structured the trade, and the trade structure is proper with all the Greeks, obviously. The downside and upside is figured out, and you execute. Once you execute, it's up to trading gods, or it's up to stock market gods. What happens to it? Do I know what's going to happen to it? No, nobody knows. If anybody says I know what's going to happen tomorrow, they're fooling you. But then there's an expectation. There's an expectation of a pattern, and not again just technical, but there is an expectation of money flow. There's an expectation of, how do you look at that? Do you look at that through volume, right? How much commitment is going in? When an institution comes and buys 1 million shares of a stock, they're not doing it because, they're bored. They're doing it because they want to step up to the plate. And you just follow the money. And that's what I try to do. But when my gut tells me something is not right, that comes with experience. That I cannot teach. When something tells me, my gut, tells me things are not right, like today, I had a stock that I really liked for a long time called Oscar Health. Well, I was short puts, long calls. I'm like, okay, something's wrong. And I broke even on or small profit on one and took a loss on the other short put side and closed my puts, right? So what am I doing? I'm de-risking. So because I don't want to wake up one morning and then Oscar Health is in half price. Or I don't want to be short something that when I wake up one morning, it's a takeover and it's like my account's blown. So you have to de-risk, right? I may be wrong. I'm probably wrong, but it doesn't matter. It's just another trade. I say that a lot in my members chat group. It's just another trade. It's just another trade. I think I've done close to 700 trades so far this year. It's just another trade, man. Now, investment account, different story. But if you're actively trading, it's just another trade. Don't get hooked up on something. Because once you do, you create your own personal biases. Stock keeps going lower. You're holding on to it. It's sucking your financial situation dry. Mentally, right? You're going to be looking at a screen of 50 stocks. 48 are green. The 2 you own are red. Your eyes stuck there. But then on all other 48, you're making money. It's just a mental thing you're playing with yourself. Don't create biases. Don't draw 50,000 lines because that creates more bias. They go, oh, it's a breakout, a breakdown, this and that. Nobody knows what's going to happen, man. Look, does technical analysis work? To a point. But how did technical analysis work during the crash that we had a couple of months ago? No. You could because technical analysis is telling you the past. It is good to look at the past. It's good to look at technical analysis to figure out trends, uptrend, downtrend. Those are good. But to look at technical analysis saying, yes, this is going to stop right here. I'm like, I want to see that person. Okay. Do they stop at certain levels? Have they worked in the past? Yeah. Technical analysis tells you the past. It is good to look at the past. You can learn from the past, but nobody can tell me what's going to happen to a stock tomorrow. Nobody. Okay. So, and yeah, that's where we're at. Okay. Let's look at the positions. I'm trimming. So if you look at Monday's community page on the YouTube channel, I post them Monday, Wednesday, Friday for the regular subscribers. I post every day for my members on the Telegram chat group. But if you look at the positions from Friday to Monday, 2 pages, right? 2 pages long. And then if you look at it yesterday, 1 page. If you look at it today, it may even be shorter now. So what am I doing? I'm harvesting, right? Okay, so I put on the positions Some work, some don't work, this, that, whatever. I'm looking at my account equity, higher high, higher high, higher high, higher high. Okay, fine. At some point, I have to trim. I have to close, not because market's going to go down, not because market's going to go up. That's because my expectation of each individual position, they got to a point that I need to do something about it, right? I'm going to take losses on one. I'm going to take profits on one, hoping the profits are more than the losses. Good. But if you look at it, so I took one loss, I took one profit. Let's say. Could I be green? Of course. Because the loss was a small loss and the gain was a bigger gain. That's how you do. So don't get stuck on win rates. You have to be right every time. None of that shit works. Right? A lot of people look at, what's your win rate? I go, what difference does it make what my win rate is? They go, but how do you make money if you're like 50-50? Well, I beg to differ, sir. Last year, my win rate was 59%. My account was up 120%. This year, my win rate is 53%. I just looked actually before I came on. 53%. So out of 100 trades, 53 made money, 47 lost money. Cool. My account's up 63%. We're halfway through. How's that? Again, none of this is flex. I'm trying to teach. I'm trying to make you guys understand. Because I manage. I take small losses, and I hopefully let the winners run. Although I do close a lot of the winners early too, but then I have an expectation. If I buy an option at $1, it goes to $2. Yes, it could be on its way to 10, but that's why you scale in, you scale out. If I'm going to buy 50 options on something, if it doubles, yes, I'm going to sell some of it, and then maybe I'll hold it for the next day or the next. But that's all I'm trying to do. That's all I'm trying to say. Okay, I have to put this up. So in my members group, actually, Vic, who's in my members group, nailed it on the first guess. So now that I said it to the members, I can say it here. I gave him a hint, and Vic, one of my members, literally, like, first word out of his mouth was that, because I had a call sign, well, not call sign, but I had a nickname on the trading desk, and it was Iceman from Top Gun, because I am, like, very cool. Like, I don't get riled up too much when I'm trading, right? I mean, I look at it as like, okay, this is what we need to do. This is what we're going to do. But a lot of people get their emotions involved. I mean, do I get emotional if I get nailed on something, or do I get emotional if something's flying? Of course. But at the end of the day, all I'm looking is account equity. I mean, it's like, okay, it went up, great. And even my wife says it. She goes like, did you make money today or lose money today? I go, you can't tell? She goes, no. Well, I go, that's it. That means I'm doing a good job. Because it doesn't make it. You can't go too high. You can go too low you can go too high with your wins, and you can go too low with your losses. Then you're going to have like bipolar situation happening. You need to be more like a dead man's EKG. It's very difficult to do. Maybe my character is like that. I don't know. But yeah, so my nickname was Iceman on the trading desk, because people would be going nuts, and I'd be like sitting. I'm like, okay. That's my personality, I guess. I don't know. Not everybody, because look, money is involved, right? When money gets involved, we got all emotional. It's hard. It's our hard-earned money. Who wants to lose, for God's sakes? You know what I mean? Unequivocally, I'm a horrible loser, by the way. So if we're betting on 2 raindrops on a rainy day dropping on my windshield, I gotta win. I gotta guess. Yeah, I have that, but then I keep it pretty calm. I keep it pretty level. And when I'm executing, I focus and I go, okay, it's at my price. I need to execute. Let's just calm down. Let's execute. And we'll see what happens. So, you see, against me, we can manage that. I don't think you would want that though. But I don't know. I think I'm a pretty good poker player. Oh, look at me. My goddamn YouTube manager is here. What's up, Christopher? So Chris, yesterday in my members live, I was telling everybody what my nickname was on the trading desk. and one of them guessed it on the first try. So Chris, from now on, you need to call me Iceman. Okay. That's my nickname. All right, let's go to the positions. Enough bullshit. So Chris, I'm doing live streams every day, bro. You know, what do you think? Should we keep doing it? There you go. That's my man right there. That's right. If you watch me on the other channel, you would think I'm not Iceman, because I lose my shit. Because I lose my shit because I believe in fairness, and then I don't deal with fairness. Global warming. F global warming. Put a thumbs up for that one. All right, let's go to positions. Damn, that's a privilege, man. I appreciate it. That's a privilege. See, that's why we do what we do. Respect. Old world. Thumbs up to MetaMike. Okay, let's go to the positions. You guys can see this, I hope. What's happening today? What's our basket looking like? Basket is looking okay. I can't complain. See, I covered my shorts and Oscar is going up, so that's good. That's good. I take it. All right, so let's go through the positions. As you guys can see, everything highlighted is what is current. And let's open it all up. All right, so got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we trimmed quite a bit. We're down from 13 or 14 to 8. And I think it's going to stay like that for today anyway. Trying to pull a green day out of the hat. Anyway, so I'm long 40 Apple 2X ETF calls expiring August 15th, strike price 25. I own them at 81 cents. They're about $1. I'm just going to hold on to those. But if you go to the community page, you'll see the positions, how this evolved. Like I was short puts, long calls, then I trimmed, bought the puts back with profit, sold the calls back with profit, and then added again yesterday. So again, please visit the community page. This was my this was my hope today, and it's turning into shit. It opened really well. So fuel cell technologies, fuel cell energy, it gapped up like 15%. And I'm like, all right, here we go. Why am I happy about that? Well, I'm short puts, long calls. I mean, so I have a synthetic on, an uneven synthetic on, and I'm like still making money, still profitable. But in the morning, I was like, okay, so some HFT or high frequency algo is going to come in and absolutely hammer this thing, and we're going to fly to 7. Of course not. We're at 589. I'm hoping it closes around 6. Maybe we'll get a pop. So I'm short 25 July 7 puts, cost of 135. They're about $1.25. I'm long 40 October, $5 calls deep in the money. Paid 123 for those. They're about 145, so profitable on that. This is the stock that's puzzling me. I'm hoping for my members' sake who owns this, they are doing okay. Because see on this one, I covered my puts early. Stock is 1628. It's Oscar Health. I was short puts, long calls, and I covered the puts early. Because there was some jackass analyst put up a report calling it's worth $9, and I'm going like, okay, I don't want to deal with that bullshit. So I de-risked incorrectly. See, I mess up. I do it. I F up frequently. Okay. So I'm just long a call debit spread now with the 2028. I will close this up and then let it cool off and then revisit. Made a ton of money last couple of weeks with the stock. I started at 15, stock went to 23. I was short puts, long calls. I had a synthetic on. It was beautiful. And, now actually today's gave back just a little bit on that, but now it's rallying. I'm happy. I think a couple of members own it. I'm long 20 August 60 SMCI calls. I'm just keeping those. That's another stock I don't have a handle on. I just don't. I don't know how it moves. I just, there are certain stocks that I'm really comfortable with, and there are certain stocks that I'm just not. That stock, when it looks like it's going to go, it dies. When it looks like it's going to die, it goes. So I go like, go F yourself. So here's the position that people are puzzled about. I'm short 1,900 shares of SoFi. Average cost 1946. Stock is 2088. People go like, why are you shorting it? I'm like, I think it's going to go down. That's why I'm shorting it. But I will sell some weekly puts against it, create a covered put, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, today I opened the position, started opening position yesterday and added to it almost a full position, but I'll probably add to it shortly, maybe next couple days. So here's a stock I really like, a little SoundHound, SoundHound AI. I'm going to September now, give myself a little bit more time than August. So 2 cycles out. I'm shorting the $13 puts. And then with that money, I'm buying a call debit spread. And I'm buying the 15 calls and selling the 22 calls. So I'm up to 30 contracts. I think I'll just next round I do will be with the 12 puts and then with the same call debit spread. So why am I doing that? So my average sale price on the puts, I don't even look at the calls. So I told my members yesterday the way I look at things is this. I'm looking at the puts sale price. So I sold the puts at 2.5. Stock is 12 and change. Well, I'm selling the 13 puts. 13 minus 2.5 is 10.5. Do I want to own SoundHound in September expiration at 10.5? Absolutely. That's the first look. And then you structure the trade. So I'm in that trade. I'm up to 20 puts. I will buy 5 more puts maybe today if the market keeps going higher. It's like a little hedge. I have 20 SPY August expiration, 610 puts. Index is 626. And like I said, it's a hedge for the long side. In case we get a little rug pull, I want to protect myself because I think we're pretty close to a rug pull. I don't know anything, but I know what's going to happen, obviously. But then we're at all-time highs. Do we belong here? Probably, because we are there. What is there to question about? So that's that. And last but not least, so in the next 6 days, Chris, you listening? You're still here? In the next 6 days, Chris, I may have to do a live stream with a pink tutu on, Chris. We have a bet going in the members group. So I'm long 3,500 shares of WeRide. It's the Chinese Waymo. I'm long at 809. Stock is almost $9. Nice profits, but now I have a problem. So we made a bet that by July expiration, which is next Friday, it's not going to get to 10 or above. If any time between now and then stock goes to 10 or above, I told them I will wear a pink tutu. You guys can imagine me in a pink tutu? I may have to do it. Now, I can't even enjoy making money on it. Like I'm up like $3,000 on the stock. I can't even enjoy it. I'm like hoping it doesn't go to 10 so I don't wear a pink tutu at this age and get on YouTube. I mean, how horrifying of a picture would that be? So yeah, man, that's where we are. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm a man of my word. I'm gonna do it. So yeah, fuel cell. Come on, buddy. Come on now. Don't hurt me like that. But again, so there's my supermarket basket, folks, right here. So I will post these. What's today? Not today. Tomorrow, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'll post it. That's what I'm gonna do. And I'll look at some charts in a minute. Actually, there are a couple of charts I want to buy a couple of things. Let me see where it's at. Piedmont Lithium. Yeah, I want to buy Piedmont Lithium. I want to buy Albemarle. Why? Because of MP. MP is the symbol. Well, that thing gapped up 50% this morning. It's called Metals Corp. Why? Why? Because Pentagon is, this is the rare earth company. Yeah. So I looked at stuff that's in the group, and then I'll just go, okay, what do I do? So you buy the similar ones, US based anyway, and then, enjoy the ride. So Piedmont Lithium, actually, let's go look at the big charts. Piedmont Lithium is a stock I have traded. It's kind of, I mean, I like the pattern and all. Actually, let me just draw a line because I usually don't draw lines, but this may be worth drawing. This may be definitely worth drawing. So when you're drawing an uptrend or a downtrend, there is 2 points of contact. Otherwise, don't do it. Fuck, we broke out already? Gosh, okay. All right, that's that one. And then there's one here. It happens to coincide with the 200 EMA. Interesting. Where are we in the 200 EMA? I used to trade this in the 60s and 70s, so we're going to look at a longer-term picture. This is a lithium stock. Obviously, the name is indicating that. It did move from 5 to already 8.5 one time. So today's volume is good. MACD is going above. Okay. I want to buy some shares of this company on any pullback. So if we go pull our picture back a little bit, go 3 years. You guys see what I'm looking at? $77. It came to, I love these bases. I love these long-term patterns. Because not every stock is left for dead. Some will go to zero, but some one day, okay, you guys remember the picture in Carvana? You guys remember that? Look at Carvana, right? Same thing. Died. It left for dead. Literally, it was $5. This is only 2.5 years ago. And it was 300, came back down to 5. But once they get going, if they have anything to show for it, look where we are today, 364. Now, am I saying PLL is going to do the same thing? Absolutely not. But what I'm saying is that it's in the right group. There is potential. I usually don't like touching things under their 200 EMA. Once in a while, I'll make an exception, hoping that I'm not wrong. But in this case, I see this going to 200 EMA, which is 883. Stock is 730. That's about 20%. Do I do it with options? Probably not. Probably buy shares. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. This is another one, down another 15 today. This is the one that Mr. Lee is going to become the CEO, and they're going to buy Ethereum. Do I go crazy and buy this thing yet, or do I just wait until 27? I'll probably wait until 27. So anyway, I'm mumbling here. What I'm trying to explain to you all is that this is my basket, and I'm proud of it. That's about it. I'm short, I'm long. That's it. All I care about is one goes up, one is green, one is red. At the end of the day, all I want to look at my account equity, and it's at a new high. That's all I care. So let's go to the front. Let's see if I'll go through the charts in a minute. Let's see if you guys have questions. Okay, no questions. Fine. Okay. Any questions? No. Okay. Let's go to the charts. Go through a few, and then go have a cup of coffee. All right. So let's go through the indexes. Obviously, SPX, new all-time high. Well, close to new all-time high. Nothing to see here, folks. Now you're going to say, why are you buying puts? I think a mean reversion trade is proper here, meaning a pullback, a small pullback. Like we're way above our 200 EMA. Usually we get a pullback when we do that to a 20 EMA or 50 EMA, and which is the old breakout line. I think we'll just get a pullback shortly. That's why I'm buying the August puts, to give me some little breathing room in case things turn down. I'll go through the positions first, and then if you guys have questions, I'll answer it. So first one is AAPU, which is 2x ETF of Apple. Building a bull flag. I see it going up to about 27 and change because it follows Apple, right? Apple's Apple's the underperformer of the Mag 7 group. There's a little bit of a downtrend at 225. So we're at 212. Okay, that's another 5%. That means AAPU will go up 10% because it's a 2x ETF. 23, 10% would be $2.30. It'll be like above 25, and it'll hit my targets basically. So Apple is struggling at the 200 EMA. Once it goes above it, I think we'll have a clear break. And AAPU. So I'm holding my AAPU August 25 calls, and I will hold them. Next one is fuel cell. Yeah, I like it. I really did. I liked it yesterday. That's why I bought the calls and short the puts. But then I wish it just blew its top off. I mean, it's still up about only 4% really. In the morning, it was up to 6 and change, 630. Volume is good. I mean, it's still okay. But I would have liked to see it blow up. And next one is Oscar Health. Yeah, it's going. Well, I didn't look at it. I wouldn't. Yeah. Okay. You know what's going red to green? It was on our way. It was on its way to like 30s, and then the big beautiful bill passed, and then inside it there's an ACA cut, Affordable Care Act cut, and yeah, it died. And anyway, so you take losses, you take gains, you move on. Next one is SMCI. That's what I'm trying to say. It should just take off. It really should. I mean, we're breaking out of a nice, beautiful pattern. Moving averages rolling up. I'm just going to hold my calls. I have 20. I'll add to it probably at some point, but I have no handle on that stock, honestly. What else am I long? I'm long I'm long SoundHound. That's SoundHound. Put in a little bit of a reversal day today, but it's okay. We're opening up the Bollingers. We're moving averages curling up. 2 good day of volume up. I like the stock quite a bit. I think we're going to get one of these. And if we're not. I mean, I've been wrong before. So all I'm saying is I put on a position. I told you guys what the position is. So next one is WeRide. This is my pink 2 trade. Thank God, 889. I've been trading this for like 2 months now, really, really profitably, and then just rotate in, rotate out. Let's get rid of those. I mean, I wanted to go to 12, but after next Friday, so I don't have to wear a pink tutu. That's it. That's all I want. Just being calm and quiet here. Although the Bollinger Bands are really tight, once they start opening up, I may be in trouble. But I hope not. I'll call my Goldman boys and have them hammer it. Keep it under 10. Put a wall at 9.99. That's what we'll do. Some other stocks. I like Lemonade. It's pulling back to its 50 EMA. I like Lemonade quite a bit. I like that stock a lot. What else? Let me go through my watch list. My watch list is like 162 long now. Oh, let's go through the shorts. My TSSI shorted it at 30 and change. Doug covered it today, made a ton of money. And we will look at the go long probably right about under 20 here, hopefully. I don't think it's done going up, but I think we picked the top pretty good on that one. The next one I was short covered was Cecil. Yeah, that's just, another one. Oh, that was as low as 140 today. Wow. 145. Okay, well, we were short covered. Pull back to 50 EMA is proper. That's what I mean. Trees don't grow to the sky. I'm short 1,900 shares of SoFi, 2091. It's getting a little nosebleed. It's 2x of its 200 EMA. You guys see what happened last time? It was 2x of 200 EMA. Correction. We're going to get a correction sideways to lower. Pull back to old breakout level of about 18.5, maybe somewhere in that range, or 17.5. And then we'll make shit ton of money. I mean, that's it. Just got to short things, man. What else is going on? I got AMD, absolute ripper, right? Look at so that's what I'm trying to say. Overperformance, underperformance. AMD has been doing this. AMD went from 175 to literally 75 while the market was making all-time highs. Well, everything turned. The day the tariff delay came in, big day, bullish divergence, put it on MACD, and we're on our way. It did give us a little bit. This shows, by the way, how strong stocks are when they don't even pull back on an uptrend, in an ongoing uptrend. When they don't pull back to 50 EMA and even just stops it, middle Bollinger Band or 20 EMA, and one kiss here, one kiss here, one kiss here, and didn't even come down to it. That shows the strength of the underlying. And Micron, same thing, right? Came and kissed the 20 EMA, middle band, and, same thing. Micron has been on a downtrend for a year and a half while the market was making all-time highs. But when things turn, things turn. What the F? Is Baba up? Yeah, we're looking to buy Baba. I mean, we broke outside the wedge. We broke the 200, and yeah, maybe just a weak-ass bounce, but we'll see. I like the Chinese stocks quite a bit. I really do. And people go like, why do you like it? I go like, it's massive amounts of stimulus is coming in. Baidu. Actually, Baidu is definitely worth looking at. Okay. What else? Kava is in my long-term trading account. I'll go through those two and then I'll say goodbye. Kava. I bought it actually 2.5 years ago at like 30, sold it at 150s, then went to 170, pulled back. I bought it during the crash at 73. I sold some cash secure put investment account. Went to 100, then revisited at 68, I think. Sold more cash secure puts. Then they're going to expire worthless. They're for July 75s. And stock is 92, so it's on its way. Nike is another stock I own in that account. I got lucky. I mean, I hadn't even looked at Nike. One of my members said, have you looked at Nike? And I'm like, it happened to be like 50. And I'm like, yeah, I think it's pretty good here. Because I looked at Nike at 53 range. I look back 10 years. So let's look at this, right? For 10 years, Nike topped at 180. Went all the way down to 50. And I looked at it and I saw that back here, literally in 2017, Nike was 50. I'm like, okay, I'm buying it at 2017 prices. I go, that's fine. So, but what my point is, Nike was at 180 October of 21. Okay. While the market went up 50%, Nike went and managed to go down 75%. So you have to be in the right stocks because not everybody owns every stock, right? Indexes are a different story, but if you're in an underperformer, understand that it's an underperformer and it's going to underperform for you. Coinbase is almost 400. Is it really? Well, we have this weekend, I think they're just going to break Bitcoin. Bitcoin out. There's IBIT breaking out. Where's Bitcoin? 112. Next leg up. Is it here? I have a video coming out today, guys, about Michael Saylor's next leg. BITX is the 2x ETF of IBIT. That's a pure play. And MSTR obviously is the purest play. Michael Saylor owns like $70 billion worth of Bitcoin. And I will not trade MSTR, but I will trade MSTU, which is the 2x ETF of MSTR. Yes. So we may have to look at that. We may have to make an exception for that. Where are we? Gold. I posted a great video. You guys should go check it out. What the effect of global money supply is on all hard assets. You guys should go check it out. You guys then figure out why all asset classes are making all-time highs. Why? Because we print the fuck out of the money and then we put it out there. Hood back to almost 100. That may be a bearish divergence, actually. No, not yet. Yeah, look at that, right? You guys see that express elevator from 68 to under 30? How'd your cash secure puts do at that time? Joby making new highs. Wow. Didn't expect that. Look at that. See, that's an uptrend, folks. Just find yourself an uptrend. Buy the pullbacks to middle Bollinger Band and be happy with it. I mean, it's easy game, right? What else we're looking at? My list is so long. What are we looking at? PLL. Why do I want to buy that? I really do. Not just PLL. I have to look at the short position in this. If this is like a massive short, I want to buy it actually. Just buy the shares. Reddit pulling back. Come on, are you pulling back to my buy point here? Yes, we're kissing the middle band. I think Reddit may be ready. So that's one we're gonna definitely trade. Rigetti stopped exactly on the upper channel, actually, our upper edge of the wedge. It's getting squeezing. You guys see squeezing into this wedge. Well, at some point we're gonna either do this or we're gonna do this. That's how these wedges ended up going. I want to short Rocket Lab really badly, actually. Maybe not yet, but I definitely want to short Rocket Lab. ASTS, we were short. Pull back to the middle band, 50, 20 EMA. Today's up a little bit, so that could be in a buy range. See, you just got to trade, man. Stocks are to be bought and sold. My members have learned that finally. Although some of them still write cover calls. And I'm like, okay, good luck. What else we got? TLT. Interest rates are not going down. Trump says, cut the interest rates 300 basis points. And Powell goes, no. One of my other stocks in my long-term portfolio, Unity Software, about to make a new high. Lovely. Bought that about 21 and a half range. Long way to go, actually, on Unity. You guys see this pattern? You guys understand now what I like? I like these long-term sideways. Once they finally start getting going, you got to get on it. And that's what I like. If you guys have any questions, put it up. I got 5 minutes. My pink tutu. I'm going to call it pink tutu now, not WeRide. Gosh. No way. No way it's going to 10. I mean, it could. That thing could explode, actually. I mean, I after next Friday, pink tutu, go to 1285. Go to the 200 EMA. Have it a $15,000 trade. No problem. Thank you. Not before, though. I don't know. I have so many stocks. If you have any questions, just put it up. Yeah. Anyway, so that's where we are. Okie dokie. TSL, talk to me all in that. What do you think? Say it again. TSL, talk to me all in. First of all, what do you mean all in? YOLO? You YOLO'd? We don't do that here. We don't deal with that shit. I have no idea why people do that. It's a fast way of blowing an account. But again, to each their own. Talk to me all in on what do you think? I just told you what I think. We don't YOLO. All in. Why all in? What do you know about Tesla or TSL that I don't know? What's the play on Reddit? Come on, man. DLO. Reddit, we'll figure that out. I'll put it in the chat. Let's take a look. TSL. I mean, Tesla is underperformer. I mean, what is there to say? I like the company. I don't like the company. I like the stock. I like Elon Musk, but going all in. Okay. Going sideways. I don't know. MACD under 0, up a little bit today. Elon's talking shit to the president. I mean, this is either a top that we're going to fall off of, and Tesla is going to go to about 150, or break out. I would wait. I would never, ever. First of all, I would never YOLO or go all in on anything to start with. And you must please, I'm hoping you understand the slippage between Tesla and TSLL. I don't have time to explain it today, but you can Google it up. TSLL should not be here, right? It should be a lot higher, we would think, correct? Because every time it goes down 2x. Every time it goes up, it doesn't go up 2x. These ETFs are not to be bought and held. So I have no reason to all into this thing. Okay, it's into support. Tesla is into support. It's up a few bucks today. I honestly, I mean, it could be one of these situations. You really could, like, maybe like here, you're hoping that it's one of these, and then it just breaks out and goes crazy, potentially. But I'd rather pay more or higher price for it than guess that it's going to end here, because it will shake you out when it goes down to 275 and TSLL goes to 8.5. You'll be shaken out, and because if you YOLO'd here, what are you going to do then? Right? I don't know. I don't pay attention to any of those things. I'll just do things when they get there. DLO, D local limited. Okay, whatever. It's fair, I guess. Yeah, nothing special. Too many gaps for my liking. Gap down, gap up. Yeah. I don't know what it is, but it looks okay. I'll stick to my group. There's one of my hot hand members talked to me about NVTS. I like that one, but I think it's going to go a little bit more sideways. Probably another week or two, and then we'll get on it. At the moment, PLL is attractive to me. 728. Yeah, anything around 7, I would like to buy some shares of that for sure. And yeah, that's where we are. And let's look at the positions one more time. All right, AAPU 2340, 585 on a fuel cell. Oscar 613. Yeah, Oscar is just not going anywhere. SMCI 50.5. SoFi at 2083 finally. Let's get a sell-off going on that puppy. And SoundHound 1820. Oh, good. My pink tutu went down 10 cents. Thank God. Short puts are fine. I'll buy 5 more puts, index puts. Have totally balanced situation going. And add to SoundHound if it pulls back a little bit more. Yeah, pretty balanced. I like it. I'm hoping to pull a green day out. All right, folks. Enjoyed it. See you guys tomorrow. Yeah, man. I mean, there's no reason to YOLO into anything in any stock, you know. And then you're just gonna short-term trades become investments. And, you know, I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's your style, but yeah, we don't do that here. I don't recommend it anyway. I trade when it's there, you know. I mean, timing is crucial in these things if you're trading. And if you're buying and holding TSLL, literally in 10 years, you're going to lose all your money. While Tesla is still at 300, TSLL will be zero because there is slippage, because TSLL does not own Tesla. TSLL owns swaps and long-term options. And every time they roll, they're losing money. That's called slippage. You should look into that. If you're going to trade the ETFs, you should max be in it maybe for 3 to 5 days. And hopefully you're in it when it's like accelerating to the upside or to the downside, if you're 2x bearish ETF or bullish ETF. That's what you should be looking at. That's what they're made for. They're not made for to buy and hold. They're just not. Now, unless you do some option strategy, sell some covered calls on it and things like that, yeah, maybe. I mean, when they move, right? When Hood was 30, Robin, ROBN, 2x ETF of Robinhood was $7. Robinhood is 100. That thing is at 60. So there's a point to it. But I mean, it definitely should be traded. But on Tesla, that's going sideways. Probably not. Once it starts moving, yeah, then get on it. Then you can YOLO if you want. But that's what I'm looking at. All right. Much love. See you guys tomorrow at Power Hour. Please put a thumbs up. Please share. Subscribe. Turn on notifications so you guys know what's going on. All right. I will post my positions tomorrow. But go check out the community page every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You guys see the flow, ebb and flow of what's going on. All the highlighted ones are open positions each day. So that's it.